Alright, we are going to be, today is, we're going to be planting corn and beans and finishing up the, planting season. I planted 22 with beans and 21 with corn. And now I'm heading over to fields like 29, 28, excuse me, just a few small fields. But we're just going to be planting, and that'll be it for this stream. At least I think. I might do something else, I don't know. I'll probably just plant field 25 here and just throw some corn in there. Get lined up. I'm not going to use GPS in this field because there's no real point. The field's so small anyway. Alright, oops, I gotta press 10 twice. Alright, we're good. Now this field here will probably be chopped for corn silage. But we're planting the 8R and DV60 24 rows at a time. My guess is the planter is spaced at 30-inch spacing. That's pretty common. Not that it really matters in farm sim, but there's, I think this is bean stubble, and then part of it's wheat. It's a little bit weird, but we're just gonna plant over it with corn. I'm just gonna put out a message real quick that I'm live on Facebook, just so people know. Alright, got that posted just so people know I'm live. And we're probably gonna plant that field right there and that field. Maybe. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get a lot of these fields planted. So this field's gonna take a whole 3 passes with the planter to finish. Once we're done with this field, I'm going to go do 26 and then 29. And then that will probably wrap up the planting for this year. I've got a lot of fields planted already. I planted a lot off camera. Or off stream, whatever. This is a 24 row planter, which actually works out great because our header is a 12 row. In real life, that's what you would want, unless you have like the most accurate GPS ever, which most people don't. So it's best to have a 12 row planter and like a 6 row head, or a 12 row head, or a 24 row planter with a 12 row head, or something like that. Because you don't want a 24 row planter with an 18 row head, because that doesn't add up and you'll be harvesting like a pass and a half instead of 2. So it's better to have like a 12 row planter and 6 row head. Alright, done with this field. I'm going to put beans in 26. I gotta fold up the planter to get in there. I can't just leave it open. Alright, 26 is just right here, but I had to fold up the planter to get in. Alright, we're going to be putting beans in here. I might need to get the seed tender. I'm not sure. I might be able to finish this whole field. But I will probably play on the multiplayer dedicated server tomorrow. I just wanted, the last couple days, I wanted to get my planting done on here. Because I just finished planting on that map and it's growing right now. So I'm waiting for that to grow. I'm going to plant on here. But what's nice about that is it's old iron on there, a bunch of old stuff, and then on here I'm running brand new equipment. So it's a little bit of a change. Makes it a little bit different. And our winter wheat that we planted in the fall is almost ready. Should be early summer when I'm harvesting that. This field's bigger than I thought it was. But on this, I'm trying to play as realistic as I possibly can. So, realistic grain bin setups and stuff like that. A different grain bin for each crop and stuff like that, just to be a little bit more realistic. And I finally found a decent John Deere S690 combine. Finally one that I'm okay with using. Looks decent. So I'll be using that to harvest. We have the Kinsey 1100 bushel auger wagon and a semi. Then we have the Farm King auger to fill the bins. Then next year in the game, so by next spring, we will have cattle and maybe sheep. But right now I don't have any feed. I've got to wait for the summer to make feed. Hi Mark. How are you? But actually this field's not going to take very long at all. It just seems like it's going to take a while because it's a long field, so one pass takes quite a while. I'm good. I started streaming a little while ago, so I'm just getting some planting done. We have fields 4, 6, and I know I planted one more field. I have to look now. What field? We have 7, 4, and 6 with winter wheat. 5 as oats, 9 as canola, 21 as corn, 22 as beans, 26 as beans, and 25 as corn. And obviously 16, 17, and 27 are hay. So once we're done planting this field, this will be our last field that we're gonna plant for this year. We're gonna power wash the planters and get ready for harvest. Or the winter wheat harvest, I should say. And then we gotta think about making hay also. we're gonna make hay out of grass, obviously, and then we're gonna make our silage out of corn instead of hay, just to change it up a little bit and be a little bit more. I don't know. You usually do a mix of corn and hay silage throughout the year, but I'm gonna make ours out of corn. And then I do have a hay chopper if we do need to make some haylage. I do believe I have a Case Quad Track 620, the special edition. I don't have it bought, but I do think I have the mod. I may not have it selected, but I know I have it. Yeah, I don't have it selected right now, but I know I have it. Hey, Jacob. I really like the look of the 8R with the 22-inch duals instead of the 30-inch. It looks a lot better. And I took the wheel weights out of it because a lot of times you don't see wheel weights in these kinds of tractors, especially around here, because you just don't need them. Your only reason you would really have wheel weights in is for heavy tillage, and a lot of times 8Rs aren't doing heavy tillage. So I removed them. I think it looks a little better. Especially for planting, you really don't want wheel weights in. It's just more compaction that you really don't need. Alright, I'm gonna go down over here. So I don't have to make such sharp turns. Actually, I'm gonna, once I get to this narrow spot, I'm gonna come back and finish this spot real fast. Alright, go back and finish this little spot and then finish the rest of the field. Alright, let's go finish the other spot of the field real fast, and then I'll probably fast time a little bit. Probably start getting ready for the winter wheat harvest. So it looks like about one more pass there, and probably about one more pass. We might have to touch up a couple spots, but looks like one more full pass anyway. And one of the reasons I like the narrow tires more than, or the tires closer together, is because I watch a lot of how farms work, and that's the way their 8235R is set up, is with these kind of tires. So I just like the look of it a little bit more than the 30-inch tools. Alright, one more little spot up here, and then we're done planting for the year. I don't think I'll be able to get all this in one pass. Nope, I'll have to come back and get a little spot, but that's okay. I think I did a pretty good job without using GPS at all. And I will probably fertilize these beans and the corn and stuff throughout the year. Probably get the R40-45 and spray them, just so I can get a little bit better yields. One thing I wish Farm Sim always had was bushels, so you could say like you got 50 bushels to the acre instead of like whatever they have, like liters or whatever. I always wish we had bushels. And acres instead of hectares. Alright, let's get this folded up. Take this back to the farm, power wash it, and put it in the shed. Alright. We're gonna take this up to the northern farm. And the 8R will probably be my most used tractor on the farm. It's my favorite. Right now, anyway. I gotta get the seed tender from the grain farm over on by Field 21. I gotta grab that, bring it back. So we ran out of seed in the middle of Field 21. I had to top off again. Alright, we're almost back to the farm with this, and then I'll grab the seed tender and run it back real fast, and we should be good to go. Get ready for the winter wheat harvest. canola is just starting to grow. It's one of the crops I got planted pretty fast. So I had to wait until the soil temp was a little bit warmer to put the beans and corn in. We got oats up there in that field. I was planted with oats last year too, but I figured I'd double plant it with oats because it might go to hay next year. The winter wheat shows it's ready, but it's not quite yet. We're a little bit a ways from harvest yet. But I don't think I have a power washer placed, so I gotta buy one real fast. Right here. I'm gonna put it right there. Alright, get the planter washed, then I'll wash the 8R. It'll probably get dirty pretty quick again, but just keep it washed. I'll probably run the 9R on the auger wagon for harvest, because I don't think the 8R has enough pulling power to pull an 1100 bushel cart. It could probably do it, but I think I'd rather put it on the 9R, give the 8R a little bit of a break, because I've put 4 hours on it planting already. This is a pretty tight spot to fit this thing in. Alright, that's far enough in. I'm gonna put this in the shed with the rest of these machines, the 7R and 8RT. I actually haven't used the 8RT yet. That'll be something I'll have to use. Oh, here's the seat tender. Hi, Thomas. Oh, thanks. Glad you like the content. Alright, let's get the seat tender back real fast, which won't take long, and we'll get ready to harvest. Oops, don't hit the mailbox. I'm gonna go this way. Change up the route a little bit. We still got some seed left over in the tender, but it'll get used, so I'm not worried about. I'm probably gonna have to take the trucks back down and fill them up again before I plant winter wheat again. But what I'm thinking is I might try to draw up a custom logo, like an MB Farms logo, and see if someone can make it for me in like a photo editor. And I can make my own custom logo and put it on the seed tenders and some of the tractors and company equipment, just to have my own logo and stuff on there, and I can have it as my YouTube banner and stuff like that. It's an idea, because I would need to find someone who can make it for me, because I don't know how to. But if I can come up with a drawing and then someone can make it for me, so I can put it on machinery and stuff, that'd be sweet. Alright, coming in at 60 miles an hour into the farm. It's probably a little bit too fast, but alright, I'm just gonna park this here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna hop into the combine. Open the door. And I gotta open the store for the auger wagon. Should probably get the auger tractor ready to go. Now, should I put the wheat in? I think I'm gonna put it in the bins up at the top farm, because beans and corn are in this area. So I'm gonna take the wheat up to the other farm. So we gotta take this to the other farm. This is the Farm All 806. I figured this would make a awesome tractor to put on the auger. It's probably a little overkill, got duals on it and stuff, but if I ever need the tractor to make hay or stuff like that, it's already got the duals ready to go. So we do have a little bit of old iron on here. Not much, but just a little bit. Oh, we got the Farm King behind us, and we're gonna run this up to the farm and get this ready to go. And I opted for the open station on this, instead of putting the cab on it. And we'll just go straight here. We could take that road, but it's a little bit narrow. And we will be filling those harvester silos with corn chaff, and maybe one with corn, one with hay, depending on how much silage we actually need for the cattle. So we probably won't buy that many cows to start. Alright, that wasn't very long on a paved road at all. The tracks of the sea tender are slowly disappearing in front of us. I was thinking about planting field 13, but I opted out of it because it's too big and I've already had enough fields planted. If I wasn't planting like field 21 and 22, I would plant it, but being I had already planted those fields, I decided not to plant it this year. But we're almost to the farm. I'll get this set up on the one of the bins. So I'm gonna probably put a small, actually while I'm here, make it easy, put a GSI bin in the center here for the oats. Just a small bin. And then we got the two 400Ks there, and then we got a 400K over at that farm. If I need to put down another bin, I will, but for now, we have 4 of them, so I think we're good. Alright. We're at the farm. Now I'm probably gonna set it up for this bin right behind me. Alright, let's put this all the way up. That down. Oh, I forgot. How do you... I haven't used the controls on this thing for a while. I'll put that out like that. Alright, now I gotta zoom all the way out and try my best to line this up with the top. This would be nice if you could have someone on top of the bin telling you where to go. We're a little bit off. We're close. Okay, I think we're good there. Pull forward a little bit. Put this down to about right there. And then put this down. On the ground like this. And zoom out just to make sure I didn't bump the top of this thing. Alright, we're still good. Okay. Auger is set up and ready to go. Now, let's go back down to the... Right here is 9R's good. Get this hooked up onto the auger wagon. Alright, we'll get this pulled out and then we'll get the combine out. Probably won't be harvesting for a couple days in game, but at least we'll get the equipment ready to go. Alright, we got the header, we got a 640 FD right there, and then we got the corn header is right there, which we're not going to need for a while, but show the new combine once we get out into oh, cool, you can open the side panels. It's a pretty tight fit in here with this combine, but alright, here's the new John Deere S690. It says I, but it's an S690. So this is not a European combine. But there's the combine. It's the best one I've seen so far. Now I'm going to open up that side panel. I don't think you can open up the one on this side. Oh no, it automatically opens both of them. But it's got all the belts and stuff in there, which is cool. I like that. Makes it cool for doing little maintenance checks on the combine. But I'm gonna close that back up. The header hooked up. Had a trailer, I should say. And I'm gonna hop out and fast time until early summer. Well, I should probably check the weather forecast to make sure I'm not screwing up. We got rain tomorrow, and then rain. We got a lot of rain coming up, so we'll have to find an opening to harvest and go. Late spring rain. And late spring, let's go to the first day of summer. And 7 a.m. Now let's check, is the wheat is not ready yet. Okay. Let's keep checking on it. Oh, now it's ready. Okay. Alright, let's get this follow me train going. And let's do the winter wheat harvest. Early summer, about the right time. Let's get the 9R behind the combine. I'm gonna make that 25 so it doesn't ram the header. Grab the semi-truck, which I don't think I'm going to keep around because it doesn't really have a sound on it. So we'll probably get rid of it, swap it out. But for now we're just going to use it because I don't want to go drive another truck back. See, got our beans growing there. No one hit the mailbox yet. Well, we made it out without taking out the mailbox. That's good. Corn's growing. Looks a little bit pale. Should be a little bit darker green, but oh well. I'll have to maybe try to find a replacement texture. But we're gonna run up to field 6 and 7 first, and then field 4 is the farthest. We'll do that one last. Or should we go do field 4 first? Let's go do field 4, get it done. But I drilled the winter wheat, obviously last fall, with the 7R and the John Deere 1590 20-foot seed drill. Just use something a little small, make it fun, instead of using a 42-foot drill and just getting it done in no time flat. As we're not going to take that road. Combine's a bit too big. So I'm pretty sure this is a 45-foot header. I'm not exactly sure. Might be a 40-foot because it's the 640, so it might be a 40-foot header. Not familiar with John Deere's header widths. And it would be cool for this combine to have the US bin extension on the top instead of a folding grain bin. I'd rather have the grain bin extension on the top. and we will be buying a, probably, once it comes out, we're going to be buying a new John Deere 4440. It came out today, but a lot of people are having issues where the front tires are missing, and only the rims are there. So once that gets fixed, we will be buying that and running that on the drill and using it at the dairy. But we gotta make a right here and go to field 4. And then once we get the winter wheat harvest done, we gotta spray, which won't be today because we're probably not gonna be able to finish harvesting today. But we're gonna make a pretty good dent in the wheat harvest. So is everyone still following us? Yep, we're good. Sometimes Follow Me likes to go a little bit out of its way to find a ditch to get itself stuck in. And if you guys didn't watch the last stream I did, this is a brand new save game on UMRV. A continuation from my old one, but this is all just brand new equipment. And I just bought new equipment because I wanted a fresh start, because all the old equipment was, I felt like we were accumulating too much equipment and we weren't using it all, and I didn't want to sell it, so I just restarted and bought all John Deere stuff, pretty much. I'm a huge John Deere fan, and pretty much all the equipment we own on this map is Deere, except for obviously like the Farm Mall and Minneapolis Moline tractor, but other than that, everything else is pretty much Deere. And I'm glad this combine came out, otherwise I'd probably be using a case combine right now, which would be my second choice, but I'd prefer to run a Deere instead of a case. Alright, we're almost to the field, which is right here. I think I'm just gonna pull everything into this wide open grass area. Alright, let's get the truck off to the side of the road and stop, follow me there. The combine unfolding while we take the truck's tarp off and stop the truck on follow me. Shut that off. And shut the 9R's engine off, take the tarp off. Attach that and get the header hooked up. I'm gonna go over here to get a head start on this corner. Let's raise the reel up because wheat's pretty tall. With beans, you'd probably want to run the reel all the way down. But this field, I'm gonna make sure we chop the straw. Because I'm not gonna haul bales all the way from here down to the dairy. There we go. Alright, the start of the winter wheat harvest for this year. Let's lower the reel down a little bit. Alright, here we go. Alright, this field is pretty big, so it's probably going to take us quite a while to do. We just had my first hater in the comments section. That was taken care of pretty quickly. Looks like the wheat's yielding pretty good though. We got 25% already. I think this is a 40-foot header. I don't think it's a 45-footer. Yeah, we're already at 45%. This wheat's yielding pretty good. I didn't even fertilize it. Oh, well, I did once. I did put down fertilizer with the DN345. Probably gonna get GPS lined up for this part of the field here because it's easier just to go straight up and down instead of working with no, try to rotate the course like right there, should be good. Oops, I want to get rid of these, the lines, they don't look very good. 80%. This combine does shake a lot though when it's going through the field. Alright, I'm gonna unload here because I'm not gonna make it much farther with 90%. Now technically I could measure the amount of bushels we get out of this field by how many times we fill up the auger wagon. Because this is 1100 bushels, so technically I could measure the amount of bushels we get off. Alright, gonna go back up here and line up my next pass. And on one of these fields, I will be leaving the straw swath behind, so I can bale it for the cows, but that'll probably be on like maybe field. I'll leave it on maybe field 6 and maybe part of field 7. Because those wheat and oats are the only crops I planted that leave straw. So I kind of need to get the straw out of one of them. Yeah, one pass put us at 30%, so this wheat's yielding definitely pretty good. I'm gonna look up how big this header actually is. Okay, so I was right, it is a 40-foot header width. because of the 640 FD. So it's the 6 series, maybe the 6 series, and then 40-foot flex draper. %65. I really like this wheat texture. It actually looks kind of realistic. At least more realistic than most of them anyway. Because standard wheat texture is pretty thin. You wouldn't get much yield off of that. Oh, I'm gonna hit that tree if I don't have that. Alright, we're at 80% now, so we'll probably we won't make it to the end of this pass, I don't think. Yeah, we're at 92. And we're full. Alright, grab the 9R. Combat. Okay, let's start unloading. Version 3 of the map, you mean? I don't know. It's probably going to be a while because he hasn't put an update out on it, and they have to go through and add field dimensions and borders and stuff to make the fields viable, which is going to take probably a couple months, to be honest. So version 2.1 is probably going to be the version that's out for a while. Version 3 is going to be quite a ways out. That is the, I think it's called the Load King trailer. Triaxle trailer. It's new, so I'm trying it out. But I'm gonna check the map once I get to the end of this pass. I might be able to double crop soybeans into this field if I do it right. I might be able to. If I just come right behind the combine and double crop beans, I should be able to make it. What's it? Alt S. Soybeans. I can double crop soybeans. Okay. So on all of our, most if not all of our wheat fields, we will be double cropping soybeans in and harvesting beans this fall. So we'll be able to get 2 crops out of this field this year instead of just the wheat, which is awesome. One thing I think would be cool to have in Farm Sim 2 is the ability to plant oats as a parent crop to hay or alfalfa. Because what farmers do in real life is the oats, they plant oats and alfalfa together at the same time, and the oats come up first and grow and overshadow the alfalfa and give that time to grow, and then when you can either mow the oats off when they're green and chop them, or you can harvest them with the combine and use to get the straw, and then the alfalfa will grow in behind it as new seeding, and you can mow it the next year, and sometimes even the same year. I think that would be something amazing to have in Farm Sim. Something else I would like, which is probably impossible, is to make the GPS mod have like the ag leader monitor with like adaptive curve and stuff like that, so you can follow curves in the field and not have to just go back and forth in straight lines. Oh, we're almost done with this field. Oh wait, I better go back and finish this spot real fast before I forget about it. I'm not going to use GPS for this last little bit here, it's easy enough to keep it straight. that part. We gotta finish up this spot up here, and then this field will be done. There we go. And I gotta find the GPS mod with the green star sounds in place of the standard high-pitched beep. I absolutely hate the high-pitched beeping that the GPS mod uses. If I can find the green star sounds, I will be swapping it out because I like it so much better. And being we're using all green equipment, it makes sense. So actually, now that we're at the end of this pass, I'm just gonna unload. Alright, we have filled up the Arc Wagon once, which means we have 1,100 bushels harvested so far. Which, if I could figure out how big this field was, we could figure out how much bushels to the acre we got, but I don't know how big the field is without being able to buy it again. Which the fields in this version aren't buyable anyway, so I would never be able to tell how big this field actually was. Header reel seems to have raised itself a little bit. It's kind of floating above the wheat. And I think something else that would be cool to have as a feature in Farm Sim is the if you go too fast through the field, or if your grain is yielding amazingly well and you're going too fast, you could plug up the combine and you'd have to get out and unload and get the stuff, get the crops removed from the combine. I think that would be cool. Something a lot of people would probably not like, but it would be a realistic feature that I think would be pretty cool. Turn off GPS, I don't need that anymore. Okay, we are done harvesting this field. So we got 1100 plus. No, that doesn't seem. No, oh yeah. So we got just over 1100 bushels out of this field. I'd have to do the bushel to liter conversion and see how many bushels we actually got with this, because we had 5,000 something extra liters, and we had 1100 bushels, so roughly probably 1200 bushel. Alright, we're gonna get this unloading while we take the header off and put it on the car. Alright, now that's unloading. Let's hop back in here and get the combine folded first. And then we'll get the header put back on here. We'll probably harvest one more field. Okay, really happy this combine can tow its own header, because I wouldn't want to have to bring a pickup truck out here too. Alright, actually I'm just gonna turn into the field here and spin around. It's a pretty good hill there, but we're not gonna lose the header. We're just gonna get that, right, stop right there. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I didn't think that was gonna work. Gotta spin around and get lined up behind the combine a little bit straighter. Okay, follow that. Modders Without Borders is the channel that does the charity live streams. And I'm actually in a couple of their live streams too. I'm in their team. Okay, we'll go back, we'll do field 6, and then we'll actually unload the semi-trailer first, but then we'll do field 6 real fast. Then we'll finish up the harvest tomorrow. This is actually a really nice header trailer. It's better than the in-game ones. And I think it has a locking script on it too, but it's not really noticeable, because your header doesn't go flying off. Like a standard in-game header trailer, where if you bump it, your header's going across the map. And the header, like I said, was earlier was a 40 foot. A 40-foot header is plenty big enough for this farm. We're not going to be harvesting like 500-acre fields where we need like a 60-foot draper. This is just a simple 40-foot, nothing huge. But field 5 is right there with the oats growing. I don't know if multi-fruit is working now, being I start a new save game or something, but the oats should be ready within a few days. But if they glitch out again, then they're going to be looking like they're ready, but the map won't show that they're ready yet, and we're not able to harvest them until the withered state. So we're just kind of hoping that they work. If not, I'm gonna harvest them anyway, no matter what. If they wither or not. All right, let's pull in here. This is our second field of winter wheat. Alright, stop there. Drove on the wheat a little bit there, but I don't have crop destruction on right now, so it doesn't matter. Alright, drop that off. I'm just gonna pull this around this bin here and put it on the other side. Just park it right here. And then let's take the semi-truck and unload it into the grain bin. And by tomorrow, the semi-truck will be replaced. Okay, I'm gonna move that up out of the way so I can pull up right here and put that back out, and hopefully this doesn't hit the trailer. It kinda hit the trailer, but pipe out. Is this still should be lined up? Now if everything goes right, we are putting wheat into the bin. Alright. Alright, that is one truckload of wheat up into the bin. Alright, time to hop back in the combine. And I'm gonna actually enable the straw swath for this one. because we kind of need the straw. There we go. Okay, we are leaving a straw swath. With the 40-foot header, this field's not going to take long to do. This is one of the smallest fields. Sure, we're not going to hit that fence post there. And I'm not going to set up GPS for this field because there's not really a point to do it. I can keep it straight for this short amount of time. Yeah, we'll be able to fit this whole field into the combine, no problem. Just throw it right in the semi at the end. Don't even need the auger wagon. Now this will be raked and baled into probably, I think we're going to bale it. So we'll bale it in straw bales and use it as bedding for our dairy cattle. We probably won't do pigs on here. I just didn't really have an interest in doing them. We might do them, but hey kid. Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention too is the channel's been growing a lot, which is awesome. I'm glad a lot of people are finding the channel and enjoying what I'm posting. Canola's flowering out over there. That won't be long. We'll be harvesting that probably late summer. Alright, we finished field 6. So We're gonna throw this right into the semi. Alright, while this is doing its thing, we're gonna take this and just put it over by the next field. Which tomorrow we will be finishing the winter wheat harvest with this field right here. And then once we finish this field, we're going to be raking and baling, and then we'll be double cropping soybeans right behind the baler. We'll be running that probably with the 1590 drill, just double cropping beans. Well, the whole reason why this hasn't been filling is kinda gotta close the doors on the trailer before you start filling. There we go. Whoops. I'm really happy that didn't spill out all over the ground. Alright, I'm gonna put this on the header trailer, drop this off at the field, and then we'll just drop the trailer off by the other field, and I'll be replacing the semi anyway. Yeah, we're not quite lined up there. Alright, that's on there. I would leave it hooked up to the combine, but we can't fit through the gates, and I can't fit between the sheds over there, so we have to put it on the header trailer. Yep, there's field 7. Stretches out all the way down there with wheat. Got the seed and fertilizer tenders there that still have a little bit of product in them, but we'll use the seed when we double crop beans tomorrow. Oops. Then the fertilizer will get used. I'm not worried about that. Alright, that's ready to go. Actually, I'm gonna sell that truck and buy a new one right now while we're here. Where's that? Trucks. Which truck do I want to use? You guys say we should use the International Transstar or the Freightliner day cab? think I'm gonna go with the international. Gonna reset that. I gotta drive the 9RX back to the farm too, but for now I'm gonna leave it parked there. And I might swap out this truck depending on how much I like it. We're gonna swing in here, hook up to the trailer, and we're just gonna unload the trailer real fast. Let's pull this right about there. Start up the farm wall. Unfold this. Okay, that's ready to go. Unload. Apparently not. Unload. There we go. Okay, all that's put up into the bin. Fold the Farm King up again. Shut the farm all off. Let's pull this international just probably right there. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here for tonight. We have gone for quite a while already. So thanks to everyone who came out and watched the stream. I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow, depending on schedule. So thanks to everyone who came out and watched the live stream, and I'll see you tomorrow.